Hey people, we are live. Today is, what day is it? Friday, August 25th. It is 12:39 p.m. and about 23 degrees Celsius. I'm here at the Langford Parquet, just north of Danforth Avenue in Greektown. Vivian Johnson's here, Raptor Bull's here, Bousset, Wesley, Sebastian, I like to walk, Harjot, Angelica, thanks for tuning in, Jellers as well. Do a Friday afternoon live stream. I had to head over to the area and possibly feed and walk a dog, and I thought, since I'm busy tonight and I won't be able to stream, let's bring my gear and get a stream in. Jeanette is here, Sheena Roberts, Angelica, thanks for tuning in. Ryan Lewis, Matthew, Raja, Tara, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna get up and move in a minute. And if you saw my Instagram post, I am wearing my minimalist shoes. So these are definitely taking some getting used to. You'll notice they're nice and wide. They have a toe box, actually shaped like a human foot. It's not round or pointy, which is nice. My feet actually fill this area. Who would have thought? Shoes designed like feet. What a concept. And there I am, rocking the shades. I've got my wireless mic here. I put it on using the magnet, which kind of hides it a bit. Still looks like I've got a weird bump in my chest, but it's better than just seeing the mic exposed. Rocking the new shades. But yeah, these really let me feel every sort of bump and imperfection as I'm walking. It'll be interesting to see if I stick with them or not. All right, let me get up and get moving here. And I don't know if you can see this, but I don't walk as heel to toe. I'm not really walking like this with them. I'm walking more midfoot, which is kind of how I walk naturally anyways. But I noticed my legs and feet were a little tired after yesterday's walk. I recorded a video yesterday heading to the Eaton Center, and I got good news on that front. I dropped off my iPhone at the Apple store because the battery was in the 70s as far as battery health goes, and they swapped it out and gave me a brand new battery, which is already down to 94%. It might take a few cycles for the battery life to be up to snuff, but typically I wouldn't be able to stream for much longer than an hour and a half because my battery life would be dead. I'm not a fan of plugging in a power bank. So this is south on Langford Avenue, and that is Danforth Avenue straight ahead. So I'll be turning right here and making my way west. Tick says hi from Thailand. It's kind of a quiet Friday afternoon. Mr. Mountain Hiker is here. I'm not sure if I'm going to stop off and get a coffee on this one. There were some pretty heavy thunderstorms last night. What's kind of neat about this, I guess, is my last live stream finished up right around here on the e-scooter. So now I'm kind of picking up where that one left off. Although we're on foot now. So we're just going to keep walking. When we get to the intersection of Broadview and Danforth, things are going to look quite different there. That intersection is closed right now, or at least to traffic in most directions. And I have heard this pizza is pretty good. Mr. Pied. Buy any Pied, get a complimentary lentil soup. I'm not sure that tickles my fancy with a pizza, but there you go. Hello, Kevin. I just want to check one thing on my phone here. Oh, hello. We got a viewer across the street. And we are at 93,979 subscribers. Just 21 short of 94K. We might even hit that on this stream. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. As we just saw a friendly viewer from across the street. Speaking of Barcelona, where I just was, there's a store called Barcelona. I have no idea what that is or what they sell. Oh, I see a fire truck with its lights on up ahead. Just saying, so close. We might hit 100K by the end of the year. Apparently Fan Expo is going on this weekend. That's the big event in the city. The C&E is going on as well. I still might check that out in the evening sometime. The last time I did this neighborhood was during the Taste of the Danforth Festival. I went out and recorded that the day I got back from Barcelona. Mr. Hippo is going to Fan Expo tomorrow. John Roycroft, 5.99 euros. Thank you, John Roycroft, for the super chat. It's always appreciated, John. Thank you. Asking how long does the C&E last? It lasts until Labor Day. So 3 full weekends, 2 full weeks. Which city or country was your favorite to visit in the last decade? I don't know, I'm very partial to Thailand. But there'll be a few more countries in store this year. We're not done traveling. And we are at Pape Avenue. Robert Parker, $10. Heavy storms roared overnight in the northeast U.S. as well. Robert Parker, thank you for the $10 and the support. Hopefully you enjoyed the show put on by the Thunderstorms. Skywalking says Hurricane Hillary. So if you're just tuning in, we are walking west on Danforth Avenue in Greektown. Harry Parr says they've been my followers since they were back home. Thanks for being a loyal subscriber. There's the closest thing to a supermarket in this area, Pape Market Foodland. There's a Loblaws over at Broadview. Marie Palmer's here.
Well, I have a thing on it either, so it's fine. Yeah, half an hour and a half.
$5 pressed juices on ice, kombucha specials. All I've had today is a bowl of cereal and a cup of coffee. Actually, there's the place where I went to last time streaming in this area, maybe a month and a half ago. I had some coffee from that spot. Vivian asking how come I never sent the storm her way. I don't know, Vivian. I'll send a nice one tonight for you. There's Il Fornello, place that's always busy, but I have no idea why. Never been too impressed with it. Lisa in the house. And that was Rudvik, who waves hello from across the street. Thanks for dropping in. Ramen Buddha Nebo. That place has some of the best ramen you will find in the city. It is fantastic. It says the first gyro style ramen in Toronto. Valerie says get some Popeye's chicken. You know, last night I did something I have yet to do in Toronto. As you know, I'm a Popeye's chicken connoisseur. Oh, when I was in the Eaton Center waiting for my iPhone battery to be replaced, I went to Chick-fil-A. And my verdict is meh. I had their deluxe chicken sandwich. It can't hold a candle to Popeye's chicken sandwich. Speaking of which, rest in peace, Danforth Popeyes. That's where it used to be. It looks like there's a taco restaurant going into that spot. There were two saving graces at Chick-fil-A, aside from a very subpar and mediocre chicken sandwich that frankly isn't as good as KFC's chicken sandwich. The potato fries were excellent. I don't know what you call them, waffle fries, I guess. And they had cherry Coke, which I was able to do a half cherry Coke, half Diet Coke, which I quite enjoyed. But I definitely don't see what all the fuss is about Chick-fil-A. And they're not even open on Sunday. Valerie says ramen reminds you of your poverty-stricken university days. No, this is very different. You're thinking of instant noodles. Japanese ramen couldn't be any different from that. Fresh handmade noodles. But if you want to eat outside on a patio in this neighborhood and not spend a fortune, but have food that is just as good as at the Greek restaurants, go to Alexandros over there. Their food is exceptional. It's not that expensive. And again, you can sit outside in this little park and overlook the fountain. And you've got a statue of Alexander the Great to admire while you feast on your pork gyros pita. If I were to do a video of best value eats in Toronto, this place has knocked Massini off the list and taken its place. There's another Alexandros down on Queen's Quay near Queen and Yonge downtown. I haven't been to that one. Mike T says Chick-fil-A is very good food. I heartily disagree. The last time I was that underwhelmed by a fast food chicken place was Mary Brown's. I've started going to places like this to get my bananas, with Metro being on strike. Sheena says, are there any more Popeyes around TO? Oh, there are tons of Popeyes around TO. Just that location went belly up. Speaking of, Papa's Grill here went under during the pandemic, and it was a really, really popular place, but Mez's has moved in. Well, it looks like they're still at their old location over there. But they're also operating out of their new spot. And that is going to be a popular patio. And there's a good place to get breakfast in the area. Stacked pancakes. Next to Louis Cypher, a pretty solid brew house. I am feeling every bump on the sidewalk with these new shoes. It's definitely taking some getting used to. Lisa says Stacked is pretty good for a chain. I've only been to that location. I wasn't even aware it is a chain. Chester subway station is just up here. There's the look. At the Kicks. I'm going to try to record every walking video and live stream with these things on for a month. We'll see if I can adjust. I definitely appreciate the wide toe box. It's nice not having your toes being lightly squeezed by the sides of shoes. Hello? You want to be on stream?
Yes, sir. I'm Patrick.
Oh, Patrick!
Yeah. Sorry, I ran. I was working like at top of Casa Manila.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I just ate there the other day.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram. And I was there like yesterday, so I didn't have the chance to say, hi guys.
So the man behind the YouTube or the merchandise designs.
Hi.
I still have to get new merch. I've been too lazy.
Well, nice.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah. I'm going to throw the selfie mode. So this is Patrick, everyone.
Say what? Oh, I think my wife is watching.
What's her first name?
Mayan.
Mayan?
Yeah.
Well, hello, Mayan. Jeanette says hi.
Hello, everyone.
So you live in Greektown or you work here?
No, I work here. I live in Scarborough.
Oh. So you,
All right.
no more RT for you. You have to
Yeah.
take the shuttle bus?
Uh-huh.
Well, it was nice to meet you.
Bye, Johnny.
Cheers. Well, that was Patrick. Him and his wife moved here from the Philippines during the pandemic. And while they were in the Philippines, he sent me some neat designs, which ended up going on some of the merch that I released. Mayan says, that's my husband. Are you saying hands off your husband? It's nice to finally meet Patrick. We've exchanged emails and messages before. And I've seen him in the chat and on the comments. You've married a very nice dude, Mayan? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to point the camera in here, but I want to see, I know someone who works at this store on the right, but I do not see her in there. Shane says, how awesome to meet your designer. There's a nice patio over there. Yeah, very friendly, nice guy. Very talented as well. So far, this new phone battery is dropping pretty quickly, but I think that happens the first few cycles. We're already down to 83%. With tax, I think it was like 130 some odd dollars at the Apple store. Could have done it myself for well under half of that. And then you run into issues because Apple likes to lock down their hardware. Krista says the big carrot has overpriced health foods. Here's a mural for you, Lisa. Well, not just you, everyone, but sorry, my WhatsApp is going off. I love this guy just riding on the sidewalks on a street that has bike lanes. Which phone I got? I use my Galaxy S20 FE as my personal phone, and I'm streaming with an iPhone 12. Jellybean says, what's this all about? I don't know. It's about running into viewers. We've run into 2 so far. Road closed, local traffic only. Oh, something smells good around here. So we have left Greektown. Man, $6.99 snacky fund for today. Thank you so much. It was nice to meet Patrick. Maybe next time we'll see you as well. Not only are these friendly folks making designs for the channel, but they're sending super chats as well. Thank you. I will have to get a snack. Speaking of which, there is an excellent place to do so, Factory Girl. I've had a few really good meals in this area there. And here's where cars are forced to turn right as Danforth is closed here. They're replacing the streetcar tracks up at Broadview in Danforth. And I think that's the cause of all the street being closed here. There's the Danforth Music Hall. No westbound traffic. Not even if you're on your bike. There's a detour. That'll take you just north around this area. Not a big deal. The allowance 649 is up to 50 million. So this is Broadview coming up. The last time I walked along the Bloor Viaduct, I was on the north side of the bridge, so let's go on the south side here. You can see all the work they're doing. This might be annoying. I want to get to that side of the sidewalk. Jelly Bean says my chances of winning increase if I buy a ticket. Yeah, so do my chances of being out several dollars. And it looks like they've almost made their way through the intersection. New streetcar tracks in action. No worries, Marie Palmer. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you were here. All right, let's head west. Along the south side, this is where Danforth Avenue turns into Bloor Street. Whoa, good drop. Nice driving, buddy.
Fucking idiot.
I got it on video. Wow. Right in front of those guys. Impressive stuff, Toronto. Yesterday I was recording a video and I saw what I think was a hit and run. This is a school that's been turned into an adult learning center. I saw a megabus turning and it appeared to sideswipe a BMW, and I didn't notice it at first, but the BMW was just covered in blue paint and the side was all crumpled from the bus. And then the BMW took chase after the bus and the bus just kept making its merry way along Queen Street. I didn't actually record the collision though. I got it right before and after, and we heard the sound. Maybe I'll slice that up into a YouTube short. But we are now on Bloor Street East. There's a nice little kind of hidden path this way. I did a hidden Toronto video on it that will take you down into Riverdale Park if you go that way. Here's an interesting vantage point of the Bloor Viaduct. And that area straight ahead with all those towers is the direction I'm heading. So we are walking west on Bloor Street East across the Bloor Viaduct. And off in that direction, that cluster of towers in the middle of the shot is where I live, pretty much. What the Ken Continuum has dubbed to be Strides Land, that's Yonge and Eglinton. And just over here, we have the Don Valley Parkway, the DVP, sometimes referred to as the Don Valley Parking Lot. Sanjay in Kingston is here. Hello, Sanjay. And we just gained a new subscriber. Let's see, what's the sub count at? 93,981. We are 19 subscribers shy of hitting 94,000. It's a pretty neat view towards the financial district. No worries, Anthony. I think prioritizing school over attending live streams is probably the right move. Just walking along Bloor Street East in the new minimalist kicks. Steven says, surprised the megabus fits under the streetcar wires without power arcing. Well, take a look at the video once I post it. That was a walk I did last night along Queen Street East. Christo says 100K sub-party. It's looking like it might be around New Year's when we hit that mark. I don't think these things actually work anymore. Press to listen. Yeah, that button doesn't do shit. You'd probably get a disease putting your face up to that thing. But there is the Don River. The mouth of the Don River is being reformed down near Cherry Street and the lake just off in that direction. Vivian says the sky looks angry. Here's someone on an electric unicycle. It's not a bad day. There's a nice breeze. Well, once I'm on the other side of the Bloor Viaduct, we'll be in downtown. Thanks, Dominic, and welcome to the stream. I think there's rain in the forecast for tomorrow. As a subway train rips by, going underneath the viaduct. Do a walk in Hamilton. Ken Continuum has been to Hamilton not too long ago. I don't have any current plans to go there, maybe next year, but I doubt I'll be going there this year. You should walk and say hello. If you want to drop in and say hi briefly on the stream, that's always welcome. Jellybean says someone should make a YouTube account for my which sunglasses? The ones I lost at the Eiffel Tower? Or the ones I picked up for 10 bucks on La Rambla in Barcelona? Or rather, 10 euros. Will I go to York region and film a video or live? I'm not a big fan of suburbia, so probably not anytime soon. Eventually I will. I've already done some from out there. It's a pretty serious plane overhead. There's an alternative school on the left. It used to just be a regular public school, the Rosedale something or other alternative school. A bit of walk in downtown Oshawa. I looked into that. One day I was going to go, and it was such a pain in the ass to get there. The GO station is nowhere near downtown. I just kind of said, screw it. But at least with Brampton, the GO station is right in the heart of downtown. All right, there's Castle Frank Station. All right, so we're coming upon a decision. Do I keep west on Bloor, or do I go south on Parliament? Jumbo TV saying, am I going to walk by Fan Expo today? Probably tomorrow or Sunday. I think it'll probably be a bit more happening on those days. But you never know, we'll see. Dirk G is here. Greetings from Germany. Jellybean says south. Jellybean voting for Parliament Street. John Amir says flip a coin. This is a gorgeous street. That's Castle Frank Crescent. It's got a very high-end Rosedale feel to it, a lot of big homes. It is a no exit. Zach McNally votes south. All right, it looks like we're gonna go south down Parliament, fair enough. As we're about to cross the Rosedale Valley. I like this view. This view is even better from the other side. So we're gonna go take a look at that from the side of the street. I've always liked it a little bit more over here. RJ McKenzie says he went to Fan Expo yesterday. This might be a good place to make a new thumbnail for this. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that. One sec, guys. I'm gonna set the camera up onto the gimbal. One of the coolest views in Toronto. Yikes. Maybe we'll take one for Instagram. Drop down into that annoying 3x4. All right, that's enough. Pointless standing here. Wonder if anyone's walked on that. Probably someone's been under the influence of something and jumped up on it. It's kind of weird. They put that suicide barrier on the Bloor Viaduct, which is just over in that direction, but you think this would be a spot where it's equally warranted. Jellybean says more selfies. All right, so the boats were in. We are going south on Parliament Street here. Gotta wait for the light cycle. I always thought it was weird that cars can't turn left onto Bloor from this intersection. Like there's signals in place. It's a three-way intersection. It seems like it would be harmless. This is what you call a beg button. Do a poll on Johnny's choice of sunglasses. I know, Vin, it's nice and breezy, but I am still regretting wearing the long sleeve t-shirt. RJ McKenzie asking if I enjoyed my time in Europe. I did, immensely. There were two cities that weren't even on my radar, Paris and Barcelona. I ended up choosing them because the flight to Tokyo would have cost more than my entire trip to Europe. And I'm kind of glad that's the hand fate dealt me. I can always go back to Tokyo. I've only been there like 7 or 8 times. And now it is south on Parliament Street into Cabbagetown. Before there were fences says you'll be in Toronto next weekend. Will I be here walking? Probably. I don't have any plans to leave Toronto, but in terms of live stream scheduling, I like to keep things random and unannounced. Also today I had to go to that area, so it just made sense. I haven't done a weekday afternoon walking live stream in a while. I know these ones get the least views out of all of them, but it's not all about that. Got a big old cemetery on the left that almost connects to another really old cemetery where Jack Layton is buried. The necropolis. And on the right is the St. Jamestown neighborhood. Yes, white van, just turn as the pedestrian is walking. Good job. The guy yelled, "Hi, Mom." Wellesley, Parliament Square. So we're gonna go right through the heart of Cabbagetown. Let's utilize this crosswalk. I don't know what that sound was. RJ McKenzie says they've never seen this part of the city before. Well, you need to watch more of my videos. I've covered this stretch quite a few times. Sheena loved the Cabbagetown video last August with Action Kid. Yeah, me, Ken, and AK walked through this area. There's the St. James Cemetery with a pretty impressive, whatever you call that thing. And this is Wellesley Street coming up. So I was in this area having drinks and food a week ago today, actually. I'll point out the bar I went to. As Dirk is in the chat, it was a German beer hall style bar. Is it possible to film in the Riverdale farm? I don't know what their policy is. I'm assuming you could. Katie says in Germany, the current humidity is 87%. That is very high. And just in these streets to the left, we'll take you through probably the most famous residential part of Cabbagetown, where there's a lot of beautiful old Victorian homes. Nice tree-lined streets. Val says, Ken Continuum film to visit to the farm. Oh, there you go. Dominic says, do I have a post office box? No. I've been meaning to set one up, but I've been saying that for about 2.5 years now. I think the Royal Ontario Museum is having a free night tonight, but they're all booked up online if you try to get tickets. Interested in art? Interested in the future? Live in St. Jamestown. Join us for a series of 2 workshops that explore our individual and collective desires for our futures during the climate crisis. There's a whole lot of stuff going on there. You gotta be interested in art and be deeply concerned by the climate crisis. I think, frankly, you should be, at least the second one. So we are on the east side of downtown. Can't even remember the last time I streamed up in this area. Might have been Halloween. I remember doing a stream checking out a lot of the decorated homes in Rosedale, then heading over to Cabbagetown. That's I believe the Winchester Arms, an old hotel here on the left that has a Church's Chicken, which I have not tasted it, but I'm already going to declare it better than Chick-fil-A. Textiles, $5.99, available Monday through Friday. Classic chicken sandwich. Ooh, I am tempted to get that and throw it in the bag and eat it after the stream.
Oh, more. Yeah. And then,
Robert, I did that last year. I'll probably do something similar this year. I don't know exactly where I'll go for Halloween. It's a really well done neighborhood over near High Park I did a few years ago. Jelly Bean says better than Chick-fil-A. My humble opinion is almost anything is better than Chick-fil-A. Hell, the Jollibee chicken sandwich was better than Chick-fil-A. Oh, this is why there's so many new chicken places all of a sudden. Beats me. But we've seen waves of burrito joints come in all at once. There was like a hamburger renaissance. A ramen restaurant explosion, and fried chicken and chicken sandwiches seem to be an it thing as of late. This is Carlton Street. So you could turn left here and walk right over into Riverdale Park. I'm gonna cross the street just to stroll by that German beer hall I went to the other night. It's really more of a pub. Speaking of which, there's another excellent pub straight ahead called Stout. As for that sign, welcome to Cabbagetown. I like that the welcome sign is like knee deep in Cabbagetown. That car was honking at that guy who was running in front of it. Ironically, the best hamburger I've had in a very long time was not here, but in Barcelona. Hey, that guy's got the same kind of moving e-bike that I have, the moving Pulse. My next live stream might be on it. Hello, Silver Fox. Hookah Lounge. This part of Cabbagetown is quite pleasant. We are making our way towards the pub. Golden Pigeon Beer Hall, here it is. They're open. You know what? If their patio had a view of the sidewalk, I would not mind just having my lunch here and putting the camera on the street, but unfortunately we won't get a view from down there. Golden Pigeon House Lager, you can get a stein for 15 bucks. That's a huge amount of beer. What I had was the Nordic Pale Ale. I had a few of those. $9 for basically 473 milliliters. And I had the burger here. Where's the burger? Am I blind? I must be blind. Well, anyways, that's what I had. You can get a warm pretzel for $5.50. Johnny, one beer in the German beer hall. Cheers, Dirk G. $5.99. Thank you. You know, I had a beer in this beer hall last time. I'm gonna stick to the stream, but I will make good on that, Dirk G. And I'll tell you what, I'll post a picture on Instagram from that beer hall. Just in case you're doubting my story. But thank you, Dirk G, for the support all the way from Germany. There's a place called Wurst, which is pretty good. You can get a German sausage and beer here as well. They've got a location on King West and another in Union Station. All right, now it's decision time. We are at Gerrard Street. You know what? Let's go along Gerrard Street. Maybe there'll be a Ken Continuum sighting. That is it for like the interesting retail area. In Cabbagetown. Amy Mrs. Lick's Hamburgers. You miss them singing and slobbering into your food while they fulfilled your order? RJ McKenzie says, where do we end the stream? I don't know. But we're an hour and 6 minutes into it, and I've got 60% battery life left on my iPhone. So that's definitely an improvement over what we used to have. Let me put the lights on. So hopefully someone doesn't run this lady over, and I'll cross as well. This is an area known as Old Cabbagetown. There's our step count. 8,700 steps today, mostly on these new shoes. Oh, this is Ontario Street. So we are heading west on the south side of Gerrard. There's someone not having a good time rifling through that garbage. Maybe I should go to Hooker Harvey's for lunch. That guy is yelling up a storm. Let's just keep walking this way. Osconauten Lane. I've done a laneway video that went down here before. And we are at Sherburne Street, where Allen Gardens is, on the north side of Gerrard here. Sherburne wouldn't be my first choice to do a walking live stream on. I think I've done it before. Ken's probably done it. And that video I did on the homeless encampments in the Allen Gardens continues to pull in big views. I think it's well over 200,000 views by now. It looks to be about the same as it was when I went there. Mark D asking if I like my new shoes. I don't know yet. It's kind of taking some getting used to. Not having padded soles. But I love the toe box. And look where we are. We're on Pembroke Street. Guess who lives on Pembroke Street? Ooh, I should not have worn this long sleeve t-shirt. It's t-shirt material, so you think it's not going to feel that hot, but I am sweating pretty good actually. Not the smartest choice, Johnny. There's an interesting street, if I've ever seen one. North end of George Street. Krista says Ken might be sleeping. Let's not wake him. I don't know, is Ken a night owl? Would he still be sleeping? What time is it anyways? It is almost 2 p.m. There's the infamous Hooker Harvey's as we hit Gerrard, or Jarvis Street. Look south. Ken was probably out late watching Sloan. I ran into him on my last live stream. In fact, I spent most of the live stream walking alongside Ken. All right, I'm liking the new battery performance on the iPhone so far. It was dropping pretty quickly at the start, but I'm at like 55%. We're an hour and 15 minutes into the stream. I've also got the screen brightness at full blast. It's called a Toronto stop. That guy had a stop sign there, but why stop behind the line when you can charge over it and stop? RJ asking if I like Harvey's? Yeah, I do. I haven't been there in a while. Don't make Ken angry. I wouldn't like him when he's angry. Maybe we'll have to ask Megan what her thoughts are on that. So the next major street coming up is Church. And then after that will be Yonge. And my feet are starting to get a little tired of pounding on the pavement like this. I've heard it takes quite a while to adjust to shoes like this. So there was a Starbucks on that corner, and later it became a different cafe, and now it looks like a pizza joint is opening up. Imagine I broke down Ken's door and said, FBI, open up. Well, for starters, we are in Canada, so anyone saying FBI is obviously full of shit. So I imagine Ken would instantly call that out as a joke. So we're about to walk through part of TMU University's campus, or at least alongside it. We're getting up early for the fight tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't been so interested in many fights lately. Although I did watch Sean O'Malley last Saturday. What is the FBI counterpart in Canada? Would probably just be the RCMP. They probably have a unit that does the same thing. You could walk through the school formerly known as Ryerson University's campus that way. You made a few bucks. I didn't think O'Malley looked shaky at all. He was stalking Sterling. He owned the cage. I didn't think that was an early stoppage either. We're just gonna scoot across the street here. And this is Yonge Street coming up. The future home of Concord Sky on the left. Without cost asking if I'm a fighter myself or purely a spectator. Let's say I would not be stepping in an MMA cage versus anyone. What's that? John Lovejoy song. I'm an everyday normal mother effer. When I get into a fight, I leave on a stretcher. We're just gonna go south here, down to the square maybe. RJ says, wow, we're at Yonge already. We started up at Langford and Danforth in Greektown. I made my way through Cabbagetown and now we're down at Yonge. I like to walk on the outside of this barrier here. Let's make sure no one else is doing it in this direction. There's enough room on the sidewalk to tiptoe this. Oh my God, you're behind me? Oh, is that you?
Yes, I'm Alfredo.
Oh, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
I love your videos. I just
Oh.
want to say hello and I love that.
Is that a
I discussed-
YouTuber t-shirt you're wearing?
Yes, I have a YouTube.
You have a channel yourself?
Yes, I do, Alfredo Istic. It's in Spanish, but
Oh.
yeah. But I have discovering a lot of videos through your videos,
Oh.
a lot of places,
Yeah.
and yeah, thank you so much
Well.
for your channel. I don't want to take your time.
Well, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, and best of luck with your channel.
It's nice to see your face.
Okay, take care.
See ya.
Okay, take care, bye. I checked the chat, it said, oh my God, I'm right behind you. I turn around and literally he is right there behind me. Friendly guy. Check out his channel. He did say it's in Spanish. So this is southbound Yonge Street. Oh my God, that's me. We ran into 3 or 4 friendly viewers this stream. And I very much have lunch on my mind. $14.99 for a burger, fries, and drink. That may be good, but that's not enough to tickle my fancy. There was a time when that would have been an expensive price for a lunch. There's a food market here on the left. You had to run to make it. You'd have been the second one running. Ken ran the other day to snipe me live streaming as well. He made a whole video out of that. I have an incoming call. Should I tempt fate and answer it? It's an 800 number. It'll be in Chinese telling me I have a DHL package to pick up. There's a Chipotle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get myself a lunch right after the stream here. Little Canada, which I've been meaning to record, I just haven't gone around to yet. Ken's done a few videos in there. we have made it to the center of the universe. So I heard something that kind of wasn't the best news. Not only did we lose the Nordstrom, but also this Samsung store, yes, the one with the sign that says we're open on it. Not only has that closed, but it's going to be replaced by a BMO bank. How disgusting is that? Fun retail spot. Perfect place for a retailer to set shop, and we're getting a generic corporate bank. Keep in mind, we also lost the Hard Rock, and it turned into a Shoppers Drug Mart. This is African Fashion Week here. Looks like it is not open. Yeah, they're telling people to get out. Well, some people have been admitted. This is Dundas Square. Christo says we need more banks. Yeah. I just don't think banks should be able to take up prominent retail spots. It sucks the life out of a neighborhood when they do that. Like, it was a big enough bummer when the Hard Rock closed down and a friggin' Shoppers Drug Mart, who has several other locations in the immediate area, moved into this spot. That's one of the sad realities. Yonge Street is getting sadder. There is the phone I want to replace my S20 FE with, the S23 Ultra, that one in the middle. But anyways, we've been going for almost 90 minutes, and I'm gonna find myself some lunch in a few minutes and then head home. I want to thank everyone for tuning in on this Friday afternoon. Huge thanks to our mods for their good work. Thank you to our channel members and Patreon supporters. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Let's see how many subscribers we're at. We are almost at 94,000 before the stream. We are at 93,989, just 11 subs shy of 94K. Anywho, thanks to those who sent support during the stream as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, yada yada yada, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Yeah, it is over. My feet normally don't put up any fuss at all, but they are telling me I need a break. I'm trying to get used to these new minimalist shoes. Mark D has pledged $4.50 via Patreon. Thank you, Mark D, for the Patreon support. Thank you very much. And on that note, I'm gonna sign out. Thank you guys. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.